Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. You know, something was very pleasing this morning. When I got up, I was at the telly on, and I began to listen to the new Pope, Pope Leo the 14th. And I'm telling you, it was amazing. I mean, this is a new Pope, not saying anything too much different, but some difference. And he's speaking to a curious people who are wondering who is he, where he come from, what is his message. So for at least for this is what you might call his honeymoon period, when people just listen to see who he's about. And he's told you all of those wonderful things about Jesus. I know you listen to him because I listen to him. And I tell you one thing, as he spoke those wonderful things about Jesus and what God was all about, and I'm telling you, as he spoke, I was wondering who he definitely did not include America in anything good. Everything that he was saying that was anti-God, anti-righteousness, and love and all that kind of stuff, even if he said what love was or what righteousness was, it all indicated that America wasn't even in there. Didn't mean that America didn't have people here who tried to do good. It just means that overall, when you turn, I don't care how much dollars you got on. Let me see. Let me see. You see, when I flipped those switch, that light went off. And that's what America's like, the light off. When you flip the light switch again, the light comes on. And there's a difference between the appearance of darkness and light. And what he was telling us is that America and the world is full of darkness. And he was asking and preaching and talking about light. And I'm just thinking, look at all this stuff going on in America. Our politics is all built on a lie. You think I'm lying? Ask the Republicans. They'll tell you everything the Democrats do is fake, a lie. Ask the Democrats. Everything the Republicans do is fake, a lie. What is that? Total division. God is not there in the place. Total division. The devil that took over, has taken over. That's why people can come in and lie to you. That's why people can come in and take your jobs. That's why people can come in and take your health care. That's why people can come in and take your homes, take your right to have something to say about your own life because you're divided and not only just divided, they got you going at each other in the name of that which says, I got the answer. And the one that says they got the answer are those very ones that's dividing you, that's deceiving you. The nature of the problem, and then say they can fix it. But America is just as lost as they are. America is just as lost as any other nation on the face of the earth. And right now, it really appears worse because a lot of nations have already gone below the belt. But by Trump and the people and the things that they're doing in America, it's just right on the forefront for everybody to see, for everybody to get a picture of what's really going on. Because it seems like there's no shame in the game of Americans. Americans, especially in politics, they just sit up and lie. They lie like the light. Let me see. Okay, here's something. You got the truth, they've cut the light out from it. They don't want you to know the truth. You tell the truth in America, especially working for the federal government, you're going to get fired. Especially if it tells to tell it exposes the federal government for its crookedness, you are fired. But another time, what does that mean? The truth, you fired. You're not getting nobody talking, giving you some honor. No, you got to go. Why? Because America right now is on a lie. It's on a lie. It's been following, it's been a lie since the beginning. But over the past several years, America has been nothing but a big lie. A big lie. When half of the people, because whether you know it or not all people are lying. But you can bet your last money that at least half of these people are lying and don't even know it. And the ones that's telling the truth are questioning it. They don't know if it's the truth or not. It doesn't bring any courage. So you all just messed up. So just to give you another example of how that stuff works. You know, this ugliness, this devilishness, this evilness, this anti-godness is in America, the one that we haven't seen in a long time. Some of us have never seen. Where you got people walking out of classes, you got people walking out of stores, you got people walking out of the park, getting accosted by somebody that's wrapped up in some that you don't know who they are. They just covered up in anything. You can bet your last money. A lot of times you got your Ku Klux Klan, you got those guys that were released from prison by Donald Trump for trying to take over the government. Now they wrapped up in not all. They got other additions too. They are all wrapped up in everything and doing exactly what Trump is telling them to do, doing exactly what the Department of Justice is telling them to do. And when you ask them questions about it, they say, "We just following our pro." That's following the lie. That ain't nothing but a bunch of BS, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing but a bunch of BS. You got people grabbing you who, and you say, you can't, I'm a cop. Show me your ID. No, but these guys don't show you. They don't have to show you. They just grab you out the street and take you out of here. That's, man, that is evil at its worst. Now, can you imagine your black mama? Somebody gets snatched out the street by somebody covered up. Now, what's the other reason they're covered up like that? They're covered up because the judge says, do not take these people out of here. Do not do this and do this. Now, the ones in charge, they're following Trump, so they don't give a heck about what a judge says. But your average Joe Blow might. But you keep his head covered up. Why? Because just like you took those guys that were down there at that state capitol violating the law, they went to jail. And these people out here who are violating the law, when the judge say don't take these people anywhere, and Trump said take them anyway, that's what Trump did. Trump told these guys, go into the white and go down there and mess up everything. He told them to do it, and they did it, and they went to jail. Now he's telling these people go down and pick these people off the street and arrest them and take them off the country, but cover your face up so we don't know how to get you. So the FBI not gonna get them anyway because they got the FBI painted with Patel now, and he's not for justice, he's just for Trump. And his power, he's not just for Trump, he's really for himself. He's using Trump so he can feel like he's somebody, messing over other people. Well, that is going on too, ladies and gentlemen, and I do not want you to forget that. But remember what the Pope says. The Pope says that righteousness is freedom. See, these guys who's doing everything that the government says that's messing over people like Doge, those guys, that's not freedom. That's bondage. They are literally operating under a law, under violations of law. And so, right in that action, it tells you where they are at. It is not with the nation, it's with their own thing. And their own thing is here, wrapped up in something. But the Pope wants you to know, and anybody who operates in righteousness, they know it's freedom. That's why when you operate in righteousness, you don't have to worry about what somebody's going to say. You don't have to worry about somebody trying to prove that you lied about something. You don't have to worry about, when you hear a person say there's no shame in my game, when you operate in righteousness, what are you going to say? He didn't feed me. He took my right to have an abortion. He took away my education. He took away all that. No, and that stuff's not happening. No. Not in righteousness and freedom. When somebody try to pull that stuff on you, you ain't accepting it. Ain't nobody going on the well. They cut education. That's okay. We'll wait 4 years from now and maybe we'll get a new administration and we'll get it back. That's foolish. That's foolishness. That's the thinking of Satan. Now, one last thing I got down here. I'm asking everyone to pray. Oh, yeah. Pray for one another, ladies and gentlemen. I know this is asking you to do something you're not going to do. You got too much hate in you, but I'm asking anyway. Pray for one another. Have you been noticing that not just in America, but different places all over the earth, nature is whooping ass? I'm saying it. I mean, the hurricanes are coming, taking off houses and roofs and cars and trees and killing babies and old folks and anybody. The floods are coming, they're wiping out homes, they're killing babies and old folks and anybody. And it's not just happening in one part of the country, it's happening here, it's happening there, it's happening. You don't know whether the next one is going to be your house or not. You woke up this morning and you had survived and you thank God. Oh Lord, it wasn't me. And then when you hear about the one that's coming the next week, you're praying that God bless you. But see, if you say bless me, God, then you're saying get somebody else, leave me alone. You can't be doing that. If you say bless us, And then you will find out that when you start saying bless us, you start caring about other people. You start caring about other people, you start looking out for other people. You start looking out for other people, you start protecting other people. You start protecting other people, you get rid of some of that pain and suffering. When you start getting rid of that pain and suffering, you start living again. You begin to live again. And then your hurricanes and your floods and your earthquakes and ground dropping out and earth splitting don't bother you. Why? It's like having yourself set. When you got yourself set, you don't worry. It's when you don't have yourself set, it's when you worry. So I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, don't get caught up in this crap because the game that they're playing is going to cause more pain. And if you are not together, you're going to start ripping yourselves further and further apart, and you're going to get worse and worse treatment, and the devil's going to have a big party because the pain and suffering is going to be unimaginable. So I'm asking you not just to pray for yourselves, but pray for your cities, pray for your towns, pray for your states, pray for the nation, and pray for the country, pray for the world. Pray that we can somehow, I don't know how, but somehow wake up. Let us not stay asleep. Let us understand that sometimes, wait a minute, let us understand that sometimes you got to do what? You got to wake up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to share that with you. I'm not mad with you. I know you got to learn just like everybody else. And so until then, Marcus is saying goodbye for now.